think we are on.
We're on.
Yeah, that is.
Welcome back. Been a few weeks.
It has. Like 3.
We had a drive last week, but we skipped it.
Well, by the time we were driving,
It's pretty
both of them were dark. Way up was dark, way back was dark.
late for sure. Last weekend was a testing trip. Boston, Minnesota. With an F. This weekend was the infamous
And for us,
This weekend was Pine Lake.
yeah.
They finally got her done.
First one's out of the way. We'll say that.
First one's out of the way. Pine Lake's always been a struggle for us. It's definitely
Usually Pine Lake is our first time on snowmobiles. I mean, for the year.
pretty much.
So, and this year really hasn't been that much of an exception. We were out, like Adam said earlier, last weekend testing up kind of near Pine Lake, up by Foston, on the lake right outside of Foston. So we had one weekend, and the thing is, we had one sled for most of it.
Yep.
So, yeah. So yeah, it really hasn't much. Not much has changed. It's still kind of our first full weekend. Granted, I think we had setup and clutching
Pretty close.
pretty close.
The
At least my setup felt good. I can't speak for yours.
I'm never satisfied. Could always be better. I truly believe a well set up machine, a monkey could drive to victory if it was set up just right.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you got to be able to adapt a little bit. And I wasn't completely displeased with my setup. Was mostly displeased with my own performance. Braking points and just trusting the sled.
Right.
It's the first weekend. It feels like it was the first weekend on the sled again,
Yeah.
like last year, where you kind of, I don't know, it's tough because you got to relearn some of that crap.
Yep. Lack of seat time showed a lot. It showed pretty aggressively. I mean, I feel like Saturday you ran some people down.
I was able to make up some time. I was happy I was able to do that. I stayed positive about that. I was able to pick some better lines, start actually seeing them. I made a stud change before the final, so really I had to feel that out, and it was a noticeable change.
So how did your qualifier go?
Pretty bad. I know I was last, right? Or were we in?
I was last.
Okay.
I remember I had a side panel blow off, and then I blew a belt.
Yeah. I had better luck than that, but it was cold and small details. We had our short windshields on, which was honestly a bit embarrassing on my part, but whatever. I froze my hands bad to where second lap I was struggling to even run the brake or the throttle or anything. We were down on speed. We had a hiccup on Friday. kind of stalled out our speed gains. There's more left on the table. And just seat time. It is what it is.
Right. So
Pine Lake's done.
Yeah, Pine Lake is over. On to the next one, I guess.
How'd you feel about talk about your qualifier?
My qualifier was the thing is my qualifier was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Like I'm okay with shitty results in a race if it's like mechanical shit. They're dumb, like stuff like that happens. Like my first long straightaway, my side panel fucking blew off, scared the shit out of me. All of a sudden, my side panel was missing, and I got part of it flapping next to me. And I was like, well, and I looked back and I saw it, but it was like, okay, I'm going at that point in time close to 100 miles, and I'm like, fuck it, just kidding. I only got 2 laps. We're gonna do this. Let's go. So get through the first lap. Which I don't, super eerie feeling when you're leaning out and you're just watching your 2 clutches just spin.
How much does that belt move?
I didn't look that hard. I was just thinking of the RPMs and like, I'm like really close to that. And you don't think about it when the side panel's on there.
No.
But anyways, lap 2, about exactly where my side panel flew off in that straightaway. I blew a belt, got off. I mean, I knew I was in last at that point in time, and so I got off, changed my belt, just took off and finished, and was like, whatever. So yeah, my qualifier didn't go great. I know I came in dead last, which is whatever. I'll start where I want to start. Stupid little mechanical stuff there. Like, let's just move on. And I had higher hopes for what happened in the final. Because the final, it looked like I had never ridden a snowmobile in my life before. I don't know what it was. Then we got some deer coming. There they go.
Good Lord.
Yeah, my final was pretty embarrassing. I don't know. My head really wasn't there. I like my track awareness was god awful. I blew 2 corners real bad right away, and I don't know. I couldn't get my head wrapped around where the hell I was at, what the hell I was doing. So, yeah, it didn't go well.
I think those blown corners tripped you up. I think you got in your head a little bit.
Yeah, well, yeah, one of them right away. 2 players just passed me, and I don't know. It just seemed like after I watched those guys go by me because I blew it wasn't a hard corner.
Yeah.
It was just one of those things like, it was my track awareness. I wasn't paying attention to where I was and what was coming up. I think I was just one of those things. I wasn't focused at all. So I kind of looked like shit, but I did finish, which is a first for me at Pine Lake.
This was a first.
Actually, I don't think I've ever actually finished a race at Pine Lake. So I'll take it. That's fine. Things are already looking up for the 2024 season here. How did your final go?
First lap was crap. Takeoff was crap. Was running in the snow dust and being a wuss about it. Second lap kind of found the groove I wanted to be in. I feel like I put in some decent laps. I wasn't, my best time wasn't great, to be honest. It wasn't. It's not where I want it to be. But I got a list of things I want to work on, and the next race is going to be the right race to work on those things. Because if it's anything like the past, be a lot of turning going on. A lot of turning.
I've never raced park on the ice, so
It's been a few years now. 3 years ago, it was on the ice. The year before that, also. I think there was 2 years in a row. I could be wrong. I might be wrong. 3 years ago, for sure. But I don't know, my head's not hanging low by any means. I'm not satisfied at all. I'd be lying if I wasn't a little frustrated, but that's part of it. If it was easy, everyone would do it. And then it wouldn't be any fun, to be honest. But cold.
it was bitter cold. Bitter cold.
Cold was the word.
We got there. It was negative 13 Friday morning.
Yep.
Yeah.
Stayed in the trailer. The trailer's shaking out pretty good.
Yeah.
New
It takes
furnaces.
if it's that cold, it takes a little bit of a combination
Yep.
of the old blue flame that's in there and the two furnaces that are running. I think how cold it was and the wind those two vented furnaces just couldn't keep up with what was going on. So, and the in and out doors open, all that. So, which is fine. Good thing we have the backup there just to help it stay comfortable.
Figured out some more at the generator. That's working well.
Yeah, generator's good. That just covered it with a moving blanket and stayed together, stayed running all weekend.
Yeah.
That was nice.
It's the little wins. You know?
Yeah, we'll take those. 440.
440. So, if you rewind a month, we were up on Pine Lake doing a little bit of riding. We came up for a day. I think that was the last time we did this, actually.
Yeah. Yep.
And so we were shaking down the 96 CR 440. And so Trav and I only raced improved stock on Saturday so that today we could focus on the 440. I, and Paulie V.
Yep.
Ran the Pro 440 class.
Which is a hell of a lot of fun.
God, that was a good time. There needs to be...
I wish there would have been 30 sleds.
There needs to be 30 sleds in it.
So if anyone has a 440 and like just
97 or older,
pull it out. And
start now.
Yeah.
Just get it going for next year. Because what do we have? 9 total teams at one point signed up?
Eight
or 9.
8 or 9. I don't remember. Could probably look, but that seems like work.
3-man team. Motocross scoring, right?
Yep.
Lowest points wins. First is a point, second is 2 points, etc. Team with the lowest points wins. There was some fast machines.
Yeah.
Those 440s are so fun to ride. It's little details on ours that we already talked about. We had good speed.
We had great speed.
Trav, I, and Paul got in the trailer last night and spent some time getting the car dialed in a little bit. We didn't quite have it where we needed it.
Yeah.
Trav and I both had some rough starts. But good battles, I think.
Yeah.
Trav had a good battle with
Hauser.
With Keegan Hauser. He, Aiden Johnson, and Dale Cluis had a team. So that was...
Yeah, and then you had a battle with Aiden.
Yeah, I was
right after.
racing with
Yeah.
Waiting after that.
No, that was fun.
That's just a good time. You can bang around on that 440. You know, those were quick little sons of bitches. That's for sure.
Yeah, that thing. That straightaway would always blow me away a little bit. Just how it would just keep climbing.
The speedometer was buried. GPS doesn't lie. GPS we were showing 96.6 was what I was getting.
Oh, right.
A little slower than I was thinking, but at the same time,
it was still pulling. I mean,
it's a good little machine.
Super
It
fun.
wasn't fading.
Nope.
I mean, it was hanging on pretty good. Just
Super
that
fun.
hesitation off the line kind of killed us a little bit, which is too bad.
That light going on was too bad.
Yeah. Did that last time.
Yeah.
No, that's a fun race. If anyone's ever, if you got a 440, watch for the rules. You know, I hope they don't change it up. I kind of like this setup.
Yeah, the 3-man team is super fun.
But it's a good time. Gets 3 different people racing. You know, one machine to focus on. I don't know, it's cool. They don't skimp on the payouts up here.
No,
That's
what they put on this year was nuts.
Yeah.
They announced the number, how much they gave away total. It was like over 83 grand.
It was close to 83,000.
Something like that.
Total
just
purse money.
Just nuts.
Doodles do a good job, and everyone helping them. Good crew of guys putting that whole thing together and putting it on. They do well.
And it's, you get through it.
Yep.
Each day we were done by 3 o'clock.
Yep.
Which was nice. It gave you a lot of daylight. Still a little left in the day to get whatever else you need buttoned up. Which is just nice. And then they just rolled through them.
Yeah. So good weekend. Not so good weekend. Call it what you want, but I'm certainly not satisfied with our semi-pro performance. Nor the 440. I know that was more for fun, but if we got that needle right, I think if we could pull off the line, we stay in that race a little tighter. The top 3 guys did an awesome job.
Yeah,
they put a lot of time and work into their machines. I'm not gonna lie to anyone and tell you I put a whole lot of time into ours. Just kind of went back to the basics on it after last year. Put the right studs in it. Put the right gearing in it. And she ran strong when John lent it out to us. So shout out to John Archer. That's a good machine. And proved it today. I think little bit of fine tuning. It's got more to prove. So again, not hanging my head, but certainly not gonna rest on that.
No, I think as far as Pine Lake goes,
For us,
I think
we're coming out
a success.
Pretty unscathed.
I still remember the whole weekend.
Yeah, that's good.
We don't have an exploded clutch.
We have a truck that's still running.
Yeah.
Trav's not completely concussed.
Yeah. Generator didn't spit out all its oil and run like shit. And I don't know. Years past have just been, we could see coming up here and going home.
Yeah.
Weather-wise, wow, it was great. Other than it being blistering cold, went pretty well.
And honestly, you get over that. You just...
My phone didn't get over that.
No.
I was kind of disappointed in that. But
it's silly little details, you know. Like you go out for the qualifier, you freeze your hands. You go, oh yeah, well I need to do this to not freeze my hands. Or you show up here and it's negative 10, and you realize, well, one, you didn't think about putting the tall windshields on, and two, you didn't even bring them with. Just, I mean, and that's on me. That's stupid shit that doesn't need to happen. Can't happen. But learn every time out.
yeah. Did it make you want a mod sled though?
God damn, did it make me want a mod sled. It made me want a mod sled. Just what everybody needs, right? A complete
Money pit.
finicky maintenance nightmare. But I think it would make me feel good. As bad as it may make me feel,
I just want to hear it screaming down a straightaway.
It's definitely going to make me feel good.
That's it. I just want to hear it fucking screaming down a straightaway. And yeah, it would warm the cockles of my heart if I could just.
I'm very confident we're going to get a good amount of speed out of our stockers this year.
Yeah, we've got that clutching pretty.
We're close. We're close.
And I feel like we have a little better grasp of like just the changes we make when we make adjustments. The changes that happen are predicted. You know what I mean?
It's doing what we wanted
to do. Sometimes I felt like we were throwing darts at a board every now and then.
Some of it,
but that's just me. I don't know. Some of it's voodoo to me. I don't know. Like,
you rewind a few years to Firecats and stuff, and some of it was just luck, and a lot of it was just, hey, this worked. We found what worked, and we stuck with it, and it continued to work, which, you know, is good or bad as it sounds. We bought the 23s. It was all new. Once we learned to kind of treat it the same, I feel like we improved. No.
Improved is a strong word, but
well, steps in the right direction.
Yeah.
So, next is Park Rapids. Park Rapids is on the lake this year. Historically pretty tight and twisty. There'll be one good straightaway. So what we can focus on a little bit is how we ride in corners. And it's basic stuff. Looking through the corner instead of into the corner. Learning your brake points. Utilizing the track. Just get more comfortable, you know. Thoughts?
I just hope it's not so fucking cold.
Yeah.
I could do without that.
Adds an element to it, that's for sure.
Even though it wasn't so bad. I did that parade lap this morning on that 440, and it was like, I was worried it was just going to be awful, but I don't know. Once you get settled in, it's not so bad.
No.
Though my 2 laps, I froze just one finger. I don't know how I'd manage that. But
wind was hitting just right. So then, after Park Rapids, we might as well talk about what we got going on there. It's not been a secret. We updated our schedule to reflect the changes to course schedule. The first 2 got canceled there. But we got a week off here. to prep. We got Park Rapids. And then we're in the car headed east.
Yes, we are.
Pro Enduro team out of Michigan. Let's Go Racing, Team 10. A guy by the name of Todd Hoffmeyer gave us a call last spring. We kind of talked on and off throughout the summer. And he invited us to come race the Sioux. So the Longtin brothers are fulfilling really a dream of going to the Sioux. And I myself can't express enough how excited I am for that opportunity. And thankful for Todd and everyone on that crew for inviting us out, putting together a sled for us to go fast and left.
Fast and left. Yeah, I don't think I'll really wrap my head around it until we're out there, to be honest.
And I'm in the same camp. Like, it doesn't seem real yet. We were talking to Faust this weekend a little bit, just talking, and he told us a story about his first time at the Sioux. Talked about showing up on Monday night and seeing a big blue monster mile and a bunch of people ice skating on it. And I don't know, it kind of gave me goosebumps listening to him talk about it. And yeah, it's a prestigious race. It's really cool to have been invited to come along and take part in that. Trav and I got our work cut out for us yet. I mean, we'd be rookies, so there's a vetting process that Bill Kreiderman, the race director, has. Hopefully we can make the cut.
Yeah.
So.
It would be a lot of driving to not.
Yeah, so from South Dakota, that's going to be 13, 14-hour drive, assuming ideal conditions.
Mm-hmm.
So we plan on making that trip over. So the Sioux, for anybody that doesn't know, Sioux I-500, 500 laps on a mile ice oval, grueling, prestigious, fast.
Seems like a good time.
Open mod sleds. Some rules behind it, but a lot of twin pipes cackling at that race.
Yeah.
High speeds, about 2,000 foot straightaways. I don't know, been watching that race for years and dreaming about it for as long. So it's, but Sault Ste. Marie, Michigan, which is way up in the UP. You got Sault Ste. Marie on the Michigan side, and Sault Ste. Marie, Canada. They share the border. And yeah, people may or may not know Trav and I actually started out, all we ever raced was ice. So it's kind of,
Wouldn't have guessed it this weekend.
You wouldn't have guessed this weekend.
But this course was a little long than what we were ever used to.
Yeah. It's taken us some time, but I'm confident we'll get there.
I don't worry about much. Though I should have been worried this weekend. I don't have a clue where my head was at. know what might be kind of minute and dumb that I thought about? I didn't have a single drop of caffeine before I went out.
Yeah, I was thinking about that.
The entire day.
You know, I had some coffee in me today before I got out there, but yesterday I did not.
Yesterday I did. And, like, that seems really, really dumb. But, like, I don't, like, that's part of, like, my normal daily routine diet. Like, I don't know.
Gotta have it locked in.
I have something figured out. Because I was not focused.
So, going to the Sioux, pumped about it. The Sioux is televised on Flow Racing. That's Saturday, February 3rd. But they televise the whole weekend. So there's qualifying, there's Meyer Pro Shootout, there's a whole bunch of stuff. I forget exactly which days and which events are all televised.
I'm sure there's a schedule online.
There's going to be a schedule on the Sioux I-500 website. But jump on and watch, please. Be watching for Team 10. Let's Go Racing. And just everybody. It's got to do some qualifying midweek for the big race. They only take 40 spots.
Yeah.
38, 40 spots is all they take. I don't know. It's pretty cool event, so I'm excited for that.
There'll be a lot of familiar faces out there, I suppose.
There's quite a few guys that we race with and know that race are part of a team. So sounds like a good time.
Yeah. No, I'm ready for it. I mean, I say that. I'm not ready for it. But like once I'm out there and on a seat, a couple laps down, I feel like I'd
be ready for it.
Like, I feel fairly in shape. I mean, after that 5-lap final,
yeah,
I felt like I could have done another 20. It didn't.
If you'd have told me I had to,
yeah, it would have been a big deal. Just hopefully get out there early and just get some testing done, some seat time on that sled, and get rookie laps out of the way, get accepted to ride, and stay in the big race. Don't suck.
Yeah. Just ride smart. That's it.
I didn't flip. I kept my track down all weekend.
That's good.
We're going places.
It's a small win.
We're fucking going places, man.
Small wins sometimes.
The only body damage to my snowmobile was not caused by me rolling it.
Yeah.
For once. Yeah. Small victories. So.
Yeah. I don't know. What else? Anything else?
I got fucking nothing. I
got nothing.
I feel like I had some beforehand, and we get here, I'm just like,
We'll jump back on if we think of it.
Shout out to Castle, actually.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think I want to ride in anything other than those bibs anymore.
No, they're nice.
To be honest.
They're
like,
nice.
I don't... Yeah, they are nice.
Nice and warm. Functional.
Hopefully, there's another set of those black ones.
For sure.
Yeah, there is. those were nice.
100%. No, Castle's been good to us. As cold as it was this weekend,
Yeah.
we had to make some guarding changes was all.
Yeah.
Windshields would have helped.
Windshields would have definitely helped. I think. I mean, we had to tape off vents off our helmets,
But everybody.
But everyone
When
does.
it gets that cold, you can't help it.
Way too cold out there. But if we would have had windshields, we would have had no issues. Right away, we were worried about wind in our faces. I think, again, it was just the lack of windshield thing. You couldn't tuck your head at all in the straightaways.
Oh, you could.
You could, but not well.
But that low windshield, it was literally a 4 mile an hour difference when I picked my head up.
Yeah.
If I looked straight down, I could feel the wind on the very top of my head, and I could take my left hand and I could like pull my helmet forward and up so that I could just see where I was going. But if I picked my head up, it was literally a 3-4 mile an hour drop right now.
Yeah. It'll be different next week or 2 weekends from now.
Details, man.
Yeah. We'll get it figured out.
I did want to talk a little about the pro race. That was a hell of a race today.
That was fun to see.
Finally.
Yeah.
The Pro Factory final, just a lot of events. I felt like, I don't know, maybe it's just because I was there watching, but
No, it was tight that whole time. I mean,
it was close.
1, 2, 3 was wild.
Paul Brown was
Right away. It
up
was
there the whole time. I forget exactly which lap he started to fall back. I was standing by the fuel lane, so I wasn't able to hear what was going on. But when he came in for fuel, he was definitely down on speed. Something was going on.
Well, I was in the trailer when he pulled off finally.
Yeah,
Because he ended up pulling off.
He did. Okay.
Yeah, I saw him just take his clutch side panel off and kind of just toss it and just kind of stared like for a while. So I don't know
Brakes or
I don't know exactly what was going on, but
So he was right there.
yeah.
That was really tight between. Well, how did it come off the line? It was came off the line. Brown, Gunner,
Bunky, Dan. Yeah, and it kind of stayed
there pretty much
the whole time. I mean, Brown dropped out of there, and then everyone just kind of bumped up, except for Taylor, right?
Taylor
got around Gunner.
Well, they went back and forth,
and they were going back and forth, which was fun to watch.
Probably 5-6 times. I mean, that was a battle, and that was a battle that came down to I don't know. I mean, fuel stops. They stopped on different laps, but both had good fuel stops. They were in and out quick. I don't know. That was a battle.
That was a good finish. I mean, Bunkies had a good weekend.
Yeah, they did. Bo
winning Saturday.
Pro Open,
and then Taylor winning stock on Sunday.
Yeah. Props to them.
Yeah, that's pretty nuts. Anything else you got over there?
No. No, I know.
Okay.
If we think of more, we'll turn the light back on.
Okay.
All right. Well, I'll be watching. Watch our Facebook, our Instagram, YouTube. We'll continue to get better at that stuff too.
Right.
Oh, good weekend. Shout out to anyone that helped us out. You know who you are.
Yep. Thank you all.
Till next time.